Welcome to episode 7 of the Old White Man Show. I call it the Old White Man Show because I'm old, I'm white, and I'm a man. What I do in this show is I say a little bit about myself and my history, and then a little bit about current topics and stuff to discuss, and stuff like that. I do it for different reasons, mainly at the request of my children who want to know more about my life. You know, being from New Orleans and being raised poor and stuff like that, I had different challenges in life than a lot of people did. One of the things that I did is when me and all my brothers did is that when we turned 17 years of age, we all went into the military. It wasn't because of patriotic duty, it was because they fed us, they paid us, they gave us clothes, roof over the head. So we went in there for economic reasons more than anything else. We was also allowed to learn a trade, you know, because none of us was allowed to, none of my three older brothers was allowed to finish high school. They was taken out of high school and they had to work for a living, work for my dad, and that's just the policy he had. So when they got to the 9th grade, that was enough of education. And my father and my mother, they supported that. They didn't see any need to get anything higher than a, 9th grade education. My brother Vince got an 8th grade education. My brother Matt finished the 9th grade. My brother John finished the 9th grade, and I finished the 11th grade. But we went in there, and the military was supposed to help us learn a trade. In my particular case, I was 17 years old, and I got in a car wreck while I was under enlistment before I went in and broke both my collarbones. And I know my recruiting sergeant told me at that time I was in big trouble if I told him I had broken arms and collarbones. So about 6 weeks after the wreck, I reported for basic training. And at that time, the Vietnam War was going on pretty good. And, it's basic training was supposed to last 8 weeks. We had 6 weeks of it. And then we went to on Christmas break, Christmas leave, and then from there we went to advanced training, whatever your advanced training was going to be. In most cases, it was infantry. And then after AIT, you went to Vietnam. Most people did. I still wasn't old enough to go to Vietnam, so I went to Fort Benning, Georgia, and Airborne, and waited until I turned 18 to go to Vietnam. When I was training, I trained with a rifle called the M14, a very, very good rifle. It was a good shot, and I was a marksman with it. I never shot rifles like that before in my life. And a marksman is the lowest qualifying score for the military. There's marksman, sharpshooter, and expert. But I started out as a marksman. And right before going to Vietnam, they gave us a 3-day training session on Vietnam in which they introduced to us the M16, the AR-15. And we got to shoot that rifle. And then when we got to Vietnam, they issued us a AR-15, and that's what we used in Vietnam in my unit, the 101st Airborne. I tried to be a good soldier, but I wasn't that good because I kept getting hurt. As I tell everybody, I've been shot, stabbed, and blown up. I messed up a lot. I really wasn't shot. I just got scrap metal. And I was blown up one time, and I got burnt pretty good one time. Never really got stabbed, but it's just a figure of speech that I use. After a couple of tours in Vietnam, I became a drill sergeant. And as a drill sergeant, I was teaching, you wouldn't believe it now by looking at me, but I taught physical training, shooting, hand-to-hand combat. That was my specialties. But I got to shooting, and all of a sudden I became pretty good at shooting. I went from marksman to expert. few months. And then I got so good, I got on the rifle team for our brigade and our post, and my specialty was the 100 meters with the AR-15. And I could, and I shot 20 to 30,000 rounds a month. And I never missed at 100 yards. I was the best there was in the 3rd Army at 100 yards. But anything further than 100 yards, I wasn't cutting mustard. I wasn't nowhere near as good. Of course, that's without scopes or anything. So 100 yards is my real good killing range. So we got shooting a lot of rifles, different things, LARs, grenade launchers and stuff. And I became experts in everything. I had a lot of bayonet training and knife training and stuff. And, as a drill sergeant, we got to play doing all the good stuff. So it was really good. Then I got out to service and, I'm back in civilian life. Probably didn't fit in. But one of the things I've always enjoyed was guns and shooting. So over my lifetime, I purchased a lot of guns and I did a lot of shooting. And the Constitution gives us the right to bear arms, to have weapons, mainly to protect us from invading armies. From foreign threats, for people trying to overthrow our government. You can also protect yourself from criminals or other factors that may do harm to you. But the main effect of the right to bear arms was to protect yourself from foreign governments. During World War II, the Japanese knew they couldn't take the United States because everyone had a rifle, everybody could shoot. We got the largest standing army in the world right now because of all the people who is armed, and we got weapons. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about weapons. The smallest weapon that I have is a 22 caliber pistol. This is a target pistol here, 22. It's a real good, easy pistol to shoot. It's very accurate. As the Mafia said, it's the weapon of choice, for a lot of hitmen. You put this to the base of the head, and this little bitty 22 round they got here, that little bitty round will come out at a high velocity and bounce around in the skull. So it's easy to kill. My little sister was murdered with a 22, shot 5 times. And my father was killed with a 22 of apparent suicide. So 22s is a deadly weapon, and they're not to be taken lightly. At the same token, it's a small caliber weapon. Up close is very, very good. At a distance, you can hit a target, but normally you're just going to piss somebody off. Someone my size that's 240 pounds, you shoot like with a 22 in the chest or stomach or something, you're just going to piss me off. You're not going to kill me with this. But it's a good weapon for target shooting. And you can buy the ammunition for less than 2 cents a round. So that's good to do if you want to just shoot. The next pistol I'm going to talk about is a 380. Now a 380 is a little bit bigger. And this little gun here, this is really for close range. 5, 6, 7 feet away, right? I can probably hit you with this. But it's not good for distance. It goes all over the place. And these small guns, there's much better ones than this one here. This one right here is a Kurtz brand, 380 9mm combination. It was a gift to my wife, and she shot it one time and said she's never shooting it again because it hurt her hand. There's much better ones that you can buy. Some of the stores, Point Shoot Blank, they got great collections. They let you go try the pistols out. You can shoot them, see the ones you like. Everybody should be trained to shoot one, and learn how to shoot it. And if you haven't been a a training class to learn how to shoot. Don't buy a gun until you know how to shoot one on there. The next pistol I have is a little 9mm. I bought these, and this is a little bit bigger round than the 380. Got a little bit more power. This would definitely kill somebody. I bought a match-packed set of these. You know, they're really good. They're as good as you are. If you know what I mean, they will shoot straight if you can shoot straight. But if you can't shoot straight, then, you know, if I got a brother who, you know, he's deadly at 3 feet. You know, you put him at 5 feet, he couldn't hit nothing. You know, but then he was in the Marines, and most Marines don't know how to shoot anyway. But this is the 9mm. It's a good pistol. It's a good brand here. I highly recommend it. It's not my weapon of choice, though. My weapon of choice is a 45 911. I have several of these, and this is a big round. This round is made basically to knock someone down. And during the Spanish-American War, it was really used because a lot of the people that we was fighting was on drugs. And they would be shot with a lesser caliber, and they would keep on coming. Well, what a 45 gives you the ability to do is, I can shoot someone in the arm and they're going to hit the ground. I can shoot them on the leg, they're going to hit the ground. Any place I hit them, this is a knockdown round. And it would definitely kill you. At 50, 75, 100 feet, it's really accurate. It's got a lot of firepower. You know, it's a semi-automatic pistol. This is the one I have preference at, and the one I practice with the most. After that, you start playing with different things. This pistol here is called the Judge. This is a combination pistol because it shoots 2 different rounds. It shoots a 45, which will definitely do damage, but it's a long grain 45. So it's going to have a lot more velocity than my automatic does. It also shoots a 410 cartridge for BBs, or you can have one that's solid lead. This is good home defense. The accuracy of these pistols, once again, is basically based on the accuracy of how good the shooter is. But for home defense, this is good at close range. It's a short barrel thing, so it's going to wobble in and out of